Welcome to Do the Dang Thing podcast with Chrissi Sperduto, the podcast that's like having a personal business coach in your pocket, giving you bite-sized tips and small mindset shifts every week. I'm your host, Chrissi Sperduto. I'm a network marketer turned productivity and mindset coach who grew her businesses while holding down a successful career in aviation. I'm on a mission to help you fit your business into everyday life. I believe you are capable of achieving success no matter how chaotic your life is. Consider me your no-nonsense guide to getting it all done. Join me here on the podcast each week where we'll chat everything from systems to help you fit your business into real life, to business and marketing tips, plus time management hacks, mindset shifts that can help you find the courage to take the next step in your business, and real life stories to inspire and empower you to go after your goals. Let's go, CEO. We have work to do. Grab your favorite cup of coffee or wine, no judgment, and let's get ready to ditch those inner mean girl thoughts ringing in the back of your head so you can embrace your inner badass and go do the dang thing. Welcome back to the podcast. In this episode, we are going to dive into something that I used to overlook, but now is a crucial practice in my business. It is stopping to celebrate the wins that we have as business owners. It is so stinking easy to reach a milestone, reach a goal, and be like, cool, we did it. Now what? And start working towards the next goal without taking a moment to acknowledge what we just accomplished. And literally, this is my default. So if this is you too, do not feel bad. I'm just pointing out the painfully obvious so we can do better, right? Celebrating wins, no matter how big or small they are, is a game changer. Let me share you a recent win from my own journey as a business owner to illustrate just how powerful that this practice can be. After the last workshop that I hosted in April, it ran so smoothly. I got so many good reviews. And from that, I got 3 new students in my signature program, the New Business Roadmap. And I gave myself a pat on the back and started looking at the next thing that I should do. And it wasn't until my coach was like, Chrissy, what are you doing to celebrate that achievement? That's freaking amazing. When she finally said that, it made me think like, oh yeah, I should probably do something to celebrate that, right? And so it was, I gotta be honest with you, it was really uncomfortable for me to say, I did a good job and I'm going to go get myself that thing, or I'm going to go do this activity to celebrate. And I realized that it was something important that I needed to make into a routine in order to remember to do it. Because, friend, it's so important for you to celebrate your successes, no matter how big or how small that they are. And it's not just about like, oh, give yourself a pat on the back. It's pause, recognize, and say, hey, I did a good thing. And I'm a badass. Because the importance of doing this, when you celebrate, it releases oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins, which can help lower your stress hormones, and give you a sense of feeling good. It kind of gives you a little high, and it helps our brains keep going even when we feel like quitting. Our brains love to tell us all of the things that we do wrong, all of the mistakes that we make, all of the money that we're not making yet. So pointing it out to your brain, hey, I did something hard today and I'm proud of myself, or I achieved that milestone and it felt so good. That milestone felt so far away not that long ago and I freaking hit it. This is so stinking important to keep us going in business. And for my business owners that have team members, whether that's a virtual assistant or a graphic designer or whatever you have, like a whole full-blown team, the impact of celebration extends beyond just us. Celebrating as a team is essential to creating a motivating work environment that people want to come to work at, right? If you were working for someone else, you'd want your boss to say, hey, I see you doing the hard work. You're doing a really great job. So, how do we go about recognizing our achievements efficiently, effectively? First, we have to set clear goals. We have to set the milestones to hit. We cannot hit a goal without first setting one. And I know that this seems really obvious, but it's really something that a lot of business owners avoid. I know I avoid goal setting because it sucks to not hit a goal. So I don't want to set one that I miss. Or it's actually really easy to forget to set like mini milestones or mini goals. So remember, the small wins matter too. So I'd rather see you set a whole bunch of little milestones to hit and celebrate with little rewards every single time versus, okay, I gotta hit this giant milestone and then I'm gonna buy myself a new car. Like, no, what about, hey, I'm gonna set this revenue goal for the next 2 weeks, and if I hit it, I'm taking myself to Starbucks. That's like, that's also pretty awesome. So, some examples if you need some tangible ideas. If you have a team, um, in team meetings, you can shout someone out. That is awesome. You can do small rewards like a gift card or even sending someone a text message or an email and saying, hey, I see you doing the hard work. Way to go. Thank you. You're an essential member of this team. I recently went on Etsy. I love Etsy. And I grabbed my virtual assistant some cheeky VA themed gifts, like a little mug. You could also do like a sweatshirt. I think I got her a planner because I knew she would like it. And like, that's her love language is organization. If you know a person pretty intimately, you can absolutely get them like a shirt, a sweatshirt, a new personalized water bottle. And I think going that little extra mile to do something a little bit out of the norm or something personalized really goes a long way in saying, I see you showing up, way to go, keep up the good work. And that's really, really important if you have a team. If you do not have a team, here are some ideas to reward yourself, or even if you have a team, you can still reward yourself. Take yourself on a coffee date just because, not to go to a coffee shop to work, just take yourself on a coffee shop and go, I see you making power moves. Get yourself that new gadget that you've been eyeing. Everyone talks talks to me about the visual timer that I have, and I'm like, yeah, the next time you hit a milestone, you should go buy it for yourself. You can buy yourself an experience like a wine tasting or maybe a cooking class. You can get yourself a membership or a subscription. I have been eyeing those like clothing subscriptions where they send you like a personalized outfit every month. That sounds really cool. I actually just for my last milestone that I hit of enrolling 3 new students in the roadmap, I purchased myself a virtual wine club, and they have events twice a month, and it's so fun to get to go on a Zoom call just for fun instead of working. Now, I also encourage you to be really vocal about your achievements as well. So, I think women, especially, we err on the cautious side when it comes to celebrations, thinking that we don't want to be too boastful or thinking that we don't, no one cares. No one's going to care about that. But no, freaking post it. Post your win-in stories. Make your Facebook post. If you're in business communities, post about it and be like, I have a celebration. I hit a big milestone today. Or I finally did the dang thing, and post about it. Every Friday, I post a reel called Fuck Yeah Friday, where I invite you, my community members, to come and celebrate your wins from the week and be proud of yourself for a hot second. Like, it's what, 20 seconds out of your week? And I am so surprised by how few people participate in this. So here's your invitation to come and celebrate with me on Fridays. Come join Fuck Yeah Fridays and post your celebration, please. Please. And I know it's not easy to stop and celebrate our wins. Imposter syndrome, perfectionism, the never ending pursuit of the next goal can really get in the way of us celebrating our wins. But guess what? We do the dang thing here. So we're not going to let those barriers hold us back. We are going to celebrate, okay? So one strategy that I found really helpful is at the end of every workday, I write down one thing that went well for me that day. I call it my evidence notebook. This was not my idea. This was actually my coach's idea. But you can get a notebook, so you can either be like, you call it your evidence notebook, or I like to, whatever notebook I'm working in, use the last page and start my evidence notebook, like last page, and then just keep going till I fill up the notebook. But the how you do this doesn't matter. So you can grab a notebook, you can make a card on Trello. If you work inside of a spreadsheet every day, make a tab that's like celebrations, like whatever it is that you need to do, just do it, okay? But then when you're having a shitty day, flip back to it and go, oh, no. I've been doing the thing. I know what I'm doing. I am making an impact. And this is freaking working, okay? Or look at how much I've grown. That's a big one of like going back and looking at the evidence of like, oh, remember when I was scared to show my face in stories? Now I do that every day. Look at how much I've grown. Look at, that was the first day that I did that. And I think that especially as women, like when I say like celebrate your wins or, make a big deal out of your wins, we think, oh, it needs to be a huge ordeal. I need to have hit like this massive goal in order to celebrate for it to count. No. On your Fuck Yeah Friday celebrations, like it can be as little as I got out of bed today, or I finally washed my hair, or I made that reel that I've been putting off. I got my taxes done. Like, it can be anything. It does not need to be huge or monumental to count. It can be, I recorded 5 B-roll videos while I was making dinner the other night. Like, that's something to celebrate if you've been putting it off. And it's also okay to celebrate imperfect wins. We do not need to wait till everything is perfect to celebrate. Sometimes meaningful celebrations happen just in the chaos, in the uncertainty, when things are not going great. Like, hey, I didn't lose my shit on my kids today. That's a celebration, okay? Or I had a bad day and I didn't take it out on my husband. I want you to make celebrations a regular habit in your business. Start scheduling a time, maybe once a week if you can do it, or even just that 15 seconds at the end of your day for your celebration journal, and find something that you're proud of. And I know if you need the accountability, Fridays, come celebrate with us. I would love to celebrate with you every single week. Celebrations are not just a nice to have. It is essential to build a sustainable business, to build the evidence that what you're doing is working. So you deserve these little celebrations for all the work you've put in. I want to celebrate with you. So please tag me in, take a selfie with whatever you're doing right now. Take a selfie, put it on your stories, and say, I am proud of myself for listening to this podcast today, and tag me. And I'm going to shout you out, okay? That is it for today, my friend. Super easy celebration to do. I hope that you are feeling motivated to stop and celebrate your wins, no matter how big or how small they are. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to my rant for the day. I appreciate you so very much. Now, go out there and do the dang thing. Don't forget to celebrate along the way. I will see you next week. Bye. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Do the Dang Thing podcast with Chrissi Sperduto. If you know someone that could benefit from today's chat, please send this episode their way. Also, I love to see what you're doing while you listen. Share what you're up to while you listen to today's episode and tag me in your stories at Chrissi Sperduto for a shout out. Plus, while you're there, hit follow for even more tips, behind the scene views of what I do in my business, and plenty of encouragement for you along your business journey. If you'd like to explore more resources and learn how we can work together through one of my online programs or through one-on-one coaching, head to chrissisperduto.com. Please always remember that you are not alone on this adventure. I am always rooting for you. Until next time, keep doing the dang thing. Bye!